when you're
Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, August 6th. It is now just past 11 a.m. Here in Phoenix. We're going live. We're going to give you a few updates, talk a few topics, and hopefully answer some questions. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? It's Greg Corbett with the AZ Lifestyle Group right here in Phoenix, Arizona. If this is your first time checking us out and you're looking to find out everything you need to know about what it's like living in and or moving to the Phoenix metro area, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified whenever we post a new video. And we are helping people from all over when it comes to finding the best places and neighborhoods to live here, and we absolutely love it. So if you're even thinking about making a move and you need any assistance whatsoever, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when it comes to moving to the Phoenix metro. Cool. So let me bring our good friend Rudy from Prime Lending in. I got to press the right button. Here we go. Rudy, what's going on, man? How are you?
Greg, crazy day, crazy week, crazy year, but yeah, doing great. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I appreciate it. And for those of you watching out there, obviously you've seen us go from Thursdays at 10. We were on for Fridays a couple weeks. Now it's Thursday at 11. We really are just trying to figure out what works for not only you guys, but for us out there on going live. So apologies for being so inconsistent so far. Hopefully one day we'll get it all dialed in. But for now, for those of you watching out there, anyway, I think we haven't built up the huge live audience yet to care yet. But if you guys do care when we're on, let us know. We'll try to accommodate the most people we can out there. So, yeah, man, what's going on this week for you?
So are you saying that we're not worldwide yet? Like we're not being broadcasted all around the world and people wanting to relocate here? Are we still not quite there yet?
I mean, we're worldwide as far as broadcasting, but as far as our audience, we have a smaller group, which I appreciate everybody who's out there watching, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching after the fact. I mean, we are a growing channel, and we appreciate for all of you who have been commenting, watching. Like, we appreciate you guys a ton. It's been fun to connect with everybody who's been out there that has been liking the content and gained any kind of value from it. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, this is fun. Obviously, we work with a lot of folks that already live here and are looking to purchase their first home. But there's just this little extra dynamic of excitement when we talk to someone that's relocating to the Phoenix metro area that, is just, it gets us really excited to talk about our town, how much we love it, to show people what we're talking about firsthand, and then even showing them via video calls or FaceTime, all that stuff. So yeah, it's absolutely a good time. And I'm doing great, just trying to just keep up with all the demand, keep up with all the craziness that's going on. I've been up since 1 o'clock because our 2-month-old didn't want to cooperate. Last night.
That's always fun.
I'm wired and tired right now.
I'm glad your eyes are open. I'm glad your eyes are open.
Yeah, if I start blabbing, kind of going off topic, just please let me know. Give me a little nudge.
I feel you. How do I do that? If I go like this on the other side? I don't know. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still learning the screens. But let's from somebody who's watching right now, catching them up. Let's talk about, I guess, current market stuff going on right now. Everybody always kind of wants to know a quick little synopsis. We're not going to go into too in depth, but for anybody who is watching, who's like, hey, what's going on in the Phoenix market? What are you guys seeing? It really hasn't changed over the past several weeks, if not the last couple of months. We are extremely busy with buyers who are looking to find homes. We have very limited inventory. We have sellers pretty much staying put in a large, vast majority of the market, which is causing higher demand, and that is causing multiple offers, high competition, and a lot of stress on buyers in a lot of situations. And so we're trying to alleviate that stress for people as best we can while coaching people on, hey, here's what you need to do to get in, here's what you need to do to not overpay, and here's what you need to do to win in general. So what are you seeing on your end when it comes to that, Rudy?
Yeah, so on my end, on the loan side, I'm taking the extra time to educate my clients on the difference between maybe a $10,000 swing plus or minus, or even $20,000-$30,000. I know it sounds like a lot, and it is a lot of money.
Yes.
But when you amortize it over 30 years, when you take into consideration when you take into consideration the amount of money you're putting down, the historically low interest rates, sometimes it's doable, and it's not quite as scary as it might seem at first. So I'm doing a lot of that right now. I'm doing a lot of calls with clients, showing them the different scenarios, because right now, with the market being the way it is, you have to be nimble, you have to be flexible, and you have to be willing to maybe not accept the offer that you thought you were going to submit, or maybe the sales price or even loan amount that you thought you were going to get when you first started this home purchasing process. So a lot of scenarios in order for us to be all on the same page and to be as flexible as possible when it comes to this crazy market that we're in.
Well, you bring up a good point as far as, anytime you're talking an extra 10, 20K, I mean, it is a lot of money. And I think you want to make sure you have a conversation with your clients about, hey, what does that mean overall? And it is a lot of money, but it might be a very small amount of money in comparison to potentially losing out on one house and then paying something significantly more the next month or two if you miss out on something. So there's a lot of variable factors to take into consideration. So that's like our goal is to just kind of coach you on, hey, does this feel good? If not, here are the potential things that could come up if you decided not to spend a little bit more now versus spending more later. It's different for everybody. So I know, from our point of view, we're never going to try to pressure anybody into something, but we do. I mean, it's our job to be able to coach you and to be like, hey, here's your situation. Here's what you're going to need to do to make this happen, and here are the alternatives if we decide not to push a little higher.
Boy, you hit the nail right on the head when it comes to maybe missing out on an opportunity today and having to wait. The cost of waiting, not only the appreciation of the homes maybe 3-6 months from now, but possible interest rates also maybe fluctuating and upticking. Yeah. But there's been a couple of clients who, yes, we're in negotiations with the sellers. They were the offer that was accepted, but just needed to tweak the offer, and ultimately over what turns out to not really be that much. A couple of buyers ended up losing the deal. Now they're still currently looking at houses. This is a few months ago, and prices have gone up, as you already know. That's where the coaching, to your point, that's where the different options that are available to you really come into play, because you just need to be well equipped in this market, having all the ammunition on your side, and having the local experts here that can help you navigate through these treacherous waters that we're running across. Yep,
no, for sure. We've got a quick question from Yves. Yves, how are you? Good to have you watching and commenting. We appreciate it. She's asking what the website we use to post our listings, and I've got a couple options for you if you're not looking to kind of look at Zillow. We have a website that I have through my company that I can share with you, Yves, or I can set you up directly. I find that just setting you up directly through the MLS works out, and that all we need from you there is kind of your search criteria and the best email address for you, so we can share that. So let me know what's best for you. I'll see. Let me pull this up real quick, Rudy, and I can share what my website looks like for people who might be interested in.
I'll just add the benefit to obviously being set up on this email search criteria is that you get those notifications pretty quickly as soon as a house is on the market, whereas Zillow and some of the other third-party companies, there could be a little bit of a lag, and you might lose out on a possible opportunity if you're solely relying on that. So that's a huge plus to being able to be on these lists and emails that you're talking about.
Yeah. And Yves, thank you. I got your email address, so I appreciate that. I'm going to plug in, if it goes through, I'm going to plug in the website of, which is kind of works like Zillow, if you want to take a look at that and log in. That's a pretty good website for you to use. It should be very helpful. And then we can set you up on a MLS drip that's even easier as well. So you tell me what's easier for you. Everybody is a little bit different on what they like, and we'll get you going on that. There we go. I lost my train of thought. I apologize. But so going back to where we were,
different scenarios.
Yeah,
sure that
here's where I kind of got sidetracked. A lot of people are still wondering, how COVID is going to affect us in the future, because that's the same thing too. It's like, even though we've got such a high crazy frenzy market right now, prices are still going up, limited inventory. People are like, well, what is it going to look like 6 months to a year from now? So that's a little bit challenging to know. We don't really know exactly how that's going to affect us right now. It seems like people are pushing on, and from all indicators, it looks like we should be still in a positive housing market, even if things kind of start to go a little bit down when it comes to like GDP numbers and stock market, that type of thing. So again, we talk about this every week. We wish we had the crystal ball. Unfortunately, we don't. I totally understand people are being cautious and don't want to spend too much money not knowing the future. But as of this point, all indicators point to the market staying strong.
Yeah, and there's always going to be peaks and valleys in terms of activity. Obviously during the summer times, when school's out, holidays, those all have their different activity levels.
Yeah.
With the supply truly being as low as it is right now, we're seeing those activity levels just pretty much stay consistent throughout the entire year. So
yeah,
it's gotten to a point now where it doesn't matter if it's 110, 120 degrees outside. The buyers are showing up. The interest is there. It doesn't matter if it's the day before or Christmas Eve.
Yep.
There's buyers wanting to buy a house, and it also due to the fact that there's a lot of relocation happening, and oftentimes that it doesn't matter what time of the year that relocation is going to happen. There's just going to be demand. So we're seeing it just stay consistent regardless of what time of the year it is.
Yeah. Well, and one of the other things I wanted to bring up, because I'm seeing this often, and I think especially for people who are relocating, we're getting some potential people out there who are trying to be safe, make the right decision, and also trying to lock in a particular price so they don't lose out. And we're talking to people about buying sight unseen, which the process is possible. We do have the ability to do everything virtually and try to do the best we can to send all the information via video regarding the house, anything you need to know, try to do an inspection, try to check out the neighborhoods for you. From my point of view, I would rather have people come and be here, look at the neighborhood, look at the house specifically, but I understand this year is kind of a different situation, and some people can't do that. Have you had anybody on your side who's buying sight unseen, Rudy?
A couple of people, but the caveat to that is they've done their due diligence. They've actually been here before, so they know the area. They've walked through other homes in the past, and so I haven't had anyone as of yet that's literally maybe has never visited or isn't that familiar with the area submit an offer. But I have had some folks that are familiar with the area. They're working with experts that understand their particular area, and they're putting offers via FaceTime.
Yeah.
So it's few and far between, but they're out there.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And I think I can see it in my neighborhood. I walk walk around my neighborhood all the time, whether it's, taking the dogs out in the morning or just taking the little one out for a stroll early in the morning before it gets hot out. And I'm seeing a lot of houses that have closed that are empty. And I mean, there's a couple of them that could turn into like remodels and that type of thing where somebody's either going to scrape the house or do a gut remodel on it. I get when those are vacant, but some of these houses are pretty decent houses that are just sitting completely vacant for over 30, 45, 60 days. That tells me it's somebody who has bought sight unseen. They're coming in from another state and they're trying to put all the pieces together on when they're going to come over here, but they're like, hey, we want to pull the trigger. So we're seeing that, a little more than I've definitely seen before in the past. That's for sure. And I definitely haven't seen too many times where people are just buying houses and then having them sit there and waiting for them to come when they're ready. But again, this year has been crazy all around.
Yeah, the dynamic of the market that we're in is unprecedented in a lot of ways, and so really it's now just based on your specific needs and what you're comfortable with, because you have so many different criterias and variables to deal with. You got the hot market, you've got maybe you're out of town, the whole COVID situation. There's just no one right answer at this point, but that's why you have us here to help you with that.
Yeah, and we actually just went through a situation this morning that I think could be helpful for those of you who are watching. We had someone call in who's moving from upstate New York. They're hoping to secure a new position out here, and if that happens, move the family out here. Try to make everything as smooth as possible. Try to get all the things they need lined up so that the process is easier. I think they're doing a great job in prepping and making sure no matter what direction it goes and what happens, just doing the right thing. But situation was they had called in, talked to us about potentially moving somewhere in the Phoenix metro, and then after kind of having the discussion with the family, they thought Flagstaff would be a better fit because of the temperature. I think maybe not as easy to jump into these hot temps. And for anybody wondering what's going on weather-wise, like we have not been below 110 for it feels like the last 45 days. I think we're going to have a record this year. I think we already hit it of record temps or days that are over 110, which it's annoying. I don't like it, but I'm not a fan of that. That's you watch my pros and cons of Arizona and stuff like that. But that's annoying. So they're going up to Flagstaff, and Flagstaff's a couple hours away. So we have other agents who we work with directly to help people. So if you're coming in here, and whether you're like looking at Flagstaff, Sedona, Tucson, that type of thing, reach out to us as well, because we do have a large network of really good people that we all work with that we can all jump on a Zoom call together. We did that this morning, and and try to fit you into what makes the most sense for you.
Yeah, we like to be a one-stop shop. If you're looking in this area and decide that you want to maybe explore others, let Greg and I know. We've got a network of contacts throughout the state that we can help you out with. So don't be bashful, and don't think that we won't be able to help you out if you're not looking for specifically in the Phoenix metro area, because we got your back.
For sure.
And I will say the 110 is brutal, but I'm a glass half full kind of guy every now and then.
I like that about you. I like that.
The other 8 months out of the year, beautiful. What I wouldn't trade it for the world. Just the other 8 months, you couldn't find a better.
I'm going to give you 6 months. I'm going to say
Is it 6?
I'm going to call it 6. There's 2 months in there that are questionable. They can go either way depending on the year. Right. I think it's 6 months. 6 months for sure. Because that's I'd say November through April are pretty solid, and then you've got May and October that are both that sometimes are really nice and sometimes are not as not as cool as you would like. So May and October are usually the wild cards where you never know what you're going to get. But man, like the last couple mornings I've been out and I get up 5:30 to take the dogs out, and it's actually been pretty nice out. And we're starting to see the sun not come up as quickly. The air temperature has been a little nicer in the morning. So once the sun comes up, it's it's warm, but we're at least kind of getting on the downward trend of like not having the days as long. So that helps a little bit.
Yeah, there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. That's for sure.
For sure. Well, cool. We'll keep this one short today. We just wanted to jump on since it's been a crazy week, and we wanted to get a live show in for anybody who is watching. And Yves, thank you so much for jumping in and asking some questions. Hopefully we'll get you taken care of as far as looking for listings. And then, again, for anybody who's watching, afterwards, after the fact, reach out to us anytime. If you didn't notice, I've had technical difficulties. My mouse died on me during the video, and I had to plug it in, and now I'm trying to even get it to work. We might be stuck. We might be stuck on live for the rest of the day.
Just follow us around the day while we're working. Yeah.
There we go.
One big live phone.
I plugged it in for like 5 minutes to see if I could get a charge. So yeah, hey, this is fun when it comes to technical difficulties. But here's our contact info. Reach out to myself or Rudy anytime on whatever you have going on, and we'll do our best to guide you in the right direction. We'll jump on a Zoom call, however you want to do it. And again, ask us questions so we can kind of feed you the information that you guys need. We're gonna keep putting content out there that is hopefully helpful for you. And go from there. Any little parting shots for you, Rudy?
No, just I'm excited for the weekend. Get to spend some time with my family. That's usually when I try to recharge a little bit. I still work on the weekends, but I'm just really pumped about it. And we got baseball going on right now too. I know it's a crazy time, but we're just looking at the positives amongst all this craziness. I think
the Diamondbacks finally won a game, or something.
They finally won a game. Yes, time to celebrate.
Now we can root for the Suns, even though they were
playing great.
Really not that great in the regular season, but they were able to get into the bubble, and now they're playing pretty good. It's kind of interesting to watch. They probably so. Hey, little sports here and there. I'm still wondering if football is actually going to happen or if it's all just a pipe dream, but we'll kind of keep an eye on that as well. So, all right, brother, I appreciate your time. And to everybody out there, have a great day. Have a great weekend if we don't talk to you. And we'll see you guys next week on a live show whenever it happens. We'll see you, Rudy.
See you, Greg. Thank you.